This is The Healthy Healer, where true voice is your medicine. This is where we help doctors and other healers navigate through the challenging times by learning from the best minds in the healing industry. Laugh, cry, and be surprised. It's entertainment, education, and inspiration so you can continue to be the unique and amazing healer you were destined to be. Welcome to humanity. Welcome to The Healthy Healer with Dr. Fred.
Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Fred. And on the heels of an amazing podcast that I had with Lana Manikowski, I decided that I would speak to a little bit of an offshoot of what she was talking about. The title of this podcast is Infertility, Motherhood, Fatherhood, and Pets or Fur Babies. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what it means to be a father or what it means to be a parent, along with what it means to be a mother. Now, the truth is, of course, I don't have experience being a mother, but I do know a lot of mothers, and I have the experience of being a father, in which case I certainly was with the mother of my children while they were being raised, and also a stepfather, where I was with their mother, my stepdaughter's mother, while they were being raised. And now I have the experience of being a parent of some pets. Many of you know that I'm an avid cat lover, and I have 3 cats in this home, Desposito, Winston, and Valentino, and they serve as our children. Now, my wife, Alexandra, is what Lana likes to call child-free rather than childless, meaning that it is not against her will that she is without children of her own. Childless is when you can't have a child, not by choice. And that's the people that Lana tends to work with. But I want to speak to the warmth, or I should say almost what seems like both the dopamine and the oxytocin, the wonderment of what it is to both be a parent and not be a parent. In Lana's case, she works with people who learn that their destiny is not going to take them down the road of being biological parents, women in particular. So Lana is working with people who have gone through whatever kind of treatment or efforts in order to attempt to become parents, only to learn that isn't going to be the way of the future. And Lana helps them go through the transformation required in order to redesign and redefine and reconfigure their lives so that they can find purpose, so that they can find the grace and find the beauty and find the self-respect and self-love that otherwise might be threatened in that case if one has been laying all their cards on the idea that the only way to be whole and complete was to become a mother. So Lana does that work, and I invite you to listen to the podcast that we had this week because it really was spectacular when exploring how Lana got to be who she got to be and how she helps the women who learn, unfortunately, that they're not going to be the mothers that they hope that they would be. And even change that unfortunate nature to even something like fortunate, or at least coming to grips with and building a life of high worth and high love as a result. I want to speak a little bit to the other areas that go with this, which is the idea of being a father, or frankly, being a father or not being a father. There are many men who think that they need to become fathers in order to be worthwhile men in the world. And there are many men who are incapable of becoming fathers, whether it be that they don't have partners or they're incapable of actually creating proper and potent sperm, or whatever their process is. They might learn that they're infertile in their own way and incapable of becoming that dad. And that might lead to some frustration, some anger, some resentment, some regret in life. And those men, you men who might be listening to this, could also benefit from some counseling. Now, the truth is, life coaching can really help with that. And it's the life coaching that we offer at Welcome to Humanity that I think can be very useful. The idea is, in the world of Welcome to Humanity, is coming to grips with what it really means to live life as it is. What is really, including the things that are miserable or unpleasant or uncomfortable, or frankly unspeakable or intolerable or difficult to actually accept. taking those things along with all the beautiful things in life and the things in between that make up our life experiences, and then incorporating that into a life that is truly worthwhile by embracing all of it. Welcome to Humanity pays a lot of attention to that, and that's what we've been doing as a coaching unit for many years now. Who I am as a life coach would be someone who could clearly help or at least listen and create a man who then is grounded in what's so about him either becoming or not becoming the father that he hoped he would become, only to learn that isn't what the destiny has in mind. I would be more than interested in talking to any of you who might want to book a discovery call with me to talk this over. And if it's not me that you're going to work with, I can give you proper referrals. But the other thing I want to talk to, a little bit more levity involved, is the idea of being a pet owner. And the idea of being a pet owner really does activate what it means to be a parent in many ways. Lana spoke to her dog, Coco, bringing her so much pleasure and joy, even though she didn't become a mother on her own of a biological child. I'm speaking to my 3 cats and the multiple cats that I've had as an adult, including the dogs that I've had as an adult, that bring loads of pleasure and activate the oxytocin, the dopamine, and the sense of worthwhileness and nurturance that come from being a dad or being a parent. And I can know I'm speaking for my wife, who often presents the cats to me so that I can admire them or pet them or love them in a way that we often choose to love our children. Very similar, but not the same, of course. The opportunity to own or care for pets is something that can, in fact, substitute for a willingness or a function that is allowing me to nurture some animals who are depending on me for shelter and for safety and for food and for water and for love. And I get to do that with my cats, and I invite other fur baby owners to step forth about what you do. And often these people, you fur baby owners, are parents as well. And the comparison and contrast between being a parent of a biological child and being the owner, if you will, of cats and dogs who really own us ultimately is worth looking at. And I invite you to do so and comment below with what you find. Thank you so much for being a listener of The Healthy Healer. I look forward to our future contact, and I am really happy to have you as a listener. Feel free to share and subscribe, and we will talk to you on the flip side. Bye for now.